kings and queens, she's and he's, days and thems, human beings and everybody in between. You're here with the Erratic Assassin, the hip hop therapist for the Erratic Show. We are here in our roll by 5-year birthday anniversary, and I'm here with the man who's built a name for himself. You can say he's built a house. And I guess it's it's in the name, it's in the swag, the one and only. You know him as the king, repping SA internationally all over. You know, Electro Nguni, the man himself, Muzi. How are you, fam?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm all right, I'm right. You know, first off, I want to get into the performance. You know, you had technical difficulties, but you still pulled it off. How do you feel about it?
Oh, it was a great performance, bro. Like, I'm experienced now with all types of shows. You know, the more professional you get, the better you get at flowing, regardless of how things are going on. So it's like, it's fine. It was a great show. People pulled up. People gave me energy. I gave him energy, and that's more important to me sometimes than the look and feel and sound of stuff, you know. So
true facts. And when I was watching, I wanted to know, like, you know, you can tell you have the experience, like not getting frustrated at the sound or at the technical difficulties. So how did you learn to build that? Because I'm sure in the moment the emotions do come through, and like you said, you've had a lot of experience, but how did you come to, you know, grow over that and be like, it's the energy that matters more?
I've paid my school fees with regards to like the game and how to. I've gone through a lot of years of artist development, where you're playing smaller shows and you build to bigger shows and you build to bigger shows, and that has given me a lot of experience with regards to like in front of 10 people, in front of 10,000 people. So you know, you end up having a lot of range with regards to like how you perform. My ears are sharper now with what I'm hearing and stuff. Like before, sometimes it would be hard if there's no monitor, and then now you're like, Ish, am I in the same? Am I going in sync? But like, I haven't taken any shortcuts, so I know my way around stage, around sound, around everything that has to do with an event, really. So, and also like, it's bigger than that. It's about the people that set this up. It's about their dreams and their like what they're trying to do. And if I can be part of that story, that's more important to me than like a speaker not playing momentarily, you know?
Yeah.
So
No, I love it. And you know, you're talking about building the sound and going through and learning, and we know you're a student of the game. You know, 5 albums in, all the way from Boom Shaka, Afrovision, Zeno, Intergalactic, now you're here at self-titled Muzi. And a lot of people not knowing, they'll think that, you know, this happened overnight or it just happened within. So how has that process been, starting out music and finding this genre that, you know, wasn't too used to people's palettes, especially in the electro and for black youth? You know, how did it come about and come into that sound and building it to where it is now?
Because of my love for the 80s, I started connecting the dots between Brenda Fassie's music and David Bowie's music. I started hearing similarities. I started taking down the borders, and then it just ended up being electronic music to me. So then the only way that I could, I guess, add my 2 cents to it, I love dance music, you know, but like I also love expressing it in all of its corners. And the best way I could do that was just like take these sounds from home, but also try to push them like forward with how I see them and how I see where they could go. And there was no plan really. I don't really plan things that much, I won't lie. But I'm a very determined person. So like I know how to roll with the punches, and I know how to benefit from things even when it looks like it's a bad situation. So like musically, it was just that I didn't need to know where my future was. I don't need to know what my future is. I just know that like if I do my best and I give my best into the stuff, then
No, I love it.
That's it.
No, I love it, especially, you know, not needing to know where the future was, because it gives an open plan to what can be.
Yeah, bro.
You know, but we were at your listening session for Muzi, and one of the things that struck us was that you're talking about how your influence comes from your parents as well as the music they played.
Yeah.
And you're talking about you play music from the 80s, but it feels like you're also bridging a gap between generations, you know, with the music your parents gave with this new vibe, with the kids that are in. So how does it feel having, you know, that balancing act and providing something where our parents can listen to it and we can listen to it with them and have that experience?
Yeah, that in a way is the goal. It's to form the bridge. You know, I think sometimes like generations or people from different generations always act like they can't relate. Like in Dala, so I'm watching the TV remotely. I'm watching this remote, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. But like I think there's always, I like connecting dots, man. You know, like I see the logical evolution of our music leading to Bacardi, leading to piano, leading to Gqom, leading to South African Kwaito or how hip hop or whatever. I know how creative South Africans are, but I've studied the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've studied it all. So it's like, at the end of it, it's because of what my rooting and my grounding is within the music. I think that's why like it's sort of, it doesn't have a really like a specific demo. Because of that, the younger people remember when they were young. The older people remember when they were young.
Thanks.
So it's like that thing is it's a gap.
It really is bridging the gap.
It's a big gap, and I like doing it without sampling an old song. I don't have to sample the old song. I want to be as creative as those guys were in the old songs. So that's what I aspire for. I don't want to just take someone's vocal and be like, oh yeah, you remember this song? Yeah, I think it's I don't want to do that. I want to be as creative as those people, you know, so that maybe I can inspire someone to just like continue with the standard.
Yeah, that they inspired you with.
Yeah.
You know, and talking about gaps, as well as, you know, internationally bridging literal gaps, you know, from South Africa overseas to borders. You're on FIFA, you did a US tour. So what does it feel like, you know, being a kid from SA, going all the way overseas, you know, being recognized on big platforms like FIFA, being able to do tours in like LA, you know, New York, and does it feel like a weight also having to carry for like the future of SA?
No, there's no weight. No, there's no weight. I think it comes naturally to me. Someone was kind enough to express their art that inspired me. I want to be that kind for the next person. I don't want to get into a point where I am so engulfed by the industry and money or whatever it is that I forget that my primary thing here is to inspire someone else. Someone was kind enough to show me that a moonwalk is possible, that doing a one-man show is possible, that making music like that is possible. So like, I want to be that kind artist that inspires other artists artistically.
Yeah.
You know, so like there's no pressure in that. I work really hard, but I also believe in myself. I know I'm dope as fuck.
Yeah,
I also know that there's room for me to grow. And the only way that room can grow is if I explore more, if I touch territory that hasn't been touched before.
Thanks.
That's why I don't like repeating myself. That's why I'll never make something that's mainstream or commercial. Someone's done it. I wanna find out the new stuff. I wanna always be on the edge of the edge.
Yeah,
you know,
gotta separate yourself to stand out.
Yeah, man, because those are the artists I look up to. It's the artists that keep it pushing, that don't repeat themselves, that create. Like we were when we were kids. Actually throwing like what's in Cheyenne, you know, I lays over blind, what's in Cheyenne. So it's still the same thing to me. So like there's no weight in that. Like that's I'm lucky that I have a team that allows me to have fun
and express yourself creatively and freedom-wise. And you know, talking about internationally, you have Chris Martin jumping on, you have all of these international features, and everyone's on the wave of, you know, listening to African kids, especially South Africa. There's a whole big platform jumping on. Does it sometimes feel like maybe they're trying to colonize the sound instead of experience and find out what we love about it? And are you ever concerned about them taking the sound and trying to make it theirs?
They can only take the sound if you allow them to take the sound. Like if we could, the only thing is that maybe we might not call them out because man, but like besides that, no. Like I think right now things are so much healthier because we are the spearheads. It's not someone coming through and say, we're in Africa right now and this is an artist. You know? Nah, we're doing it ourselves. I'll take my own video. I'll tell you what my story is. You don't have to come here and tell me you can't tell me what it is to be African. I am African. You know what I'm saying? I am a Zulu kid that also skateboards, that also loves fucking like anime and all these other things that it's not a monolith, you know, it's not like one dimensional.
Yeah.
So, nah, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of that thing because like I know there's a lot of people that are spearheads now. Like we're more confident. We're a young country, yes, as South Africa, but Africa as a whole, all of us are like, we just got free.
Facts.
You know, so that confidence is still building, that self-esteem is still building, but like we're at a place where like we're killing shit right now.
No, I love
Honestly,
it.
you know?
No, we really are. I feel like we're in the best place musically. And you know, before I let you go, this latest album, Muzi, self-titled, you're speaking about the confidence and finding yourself. It feels like with this album, that's where you're at. Like you're confident in your sound, you're confident in where you're trying to go and what you're trying to build. You know, we see the merch coming, you're doing big things. So was going in the project, like have you feel like you found yourself in this music industry and the lane that you're trying to be in?
Yeah, I think it's been a journey, you know, like I make these dance songs, but I'm also a very like emotional person, and so I always speak about my emotions, whether that's happiness, whether that's sadness, whether that's love, whatever it is. But like I think with Muzi, like it finished the loop for me. So the loop of people have heard me going into my manhood years, my adulthood years, you know, Afrovision, Zeno's in the oven. Zeno's out the oven. She's finished cooking now. And it's been that journey. And then in that, I've lost my mom. In that, I've lost my grandfather. And I've shared all of these things with you guys. You know, like I've shared what it's like being a dad, what it's like to try and keep your integrity intact in an industry that tells you integrity is important until you're inside.
True.
Then they're like, integrity, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all of these things I've shared because these are the processes that I've been going through. So that can only do one thing, because I've been honest, I haven't lied to you.
Facts. You never lied to us.
I've never lied to you. So with Muzi, it came, I don't know, like full circle. I'd healed from my mom. I'd found my own feet. I'd found my own foundation and my own standing as a man in the world. I knew who my friends were. I knew which people weren't my friends. I knew what team I had in my core team: John, Darren, Shana, Glunga, like so many people that have held my back for so many years, and it was smaller. And I was comfortable with it. It was manageable. I'm not young in that way, like where it's like you're chasing.
No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And you know, we can really see the merch is coming.
Hey, bro, I've got big plans, dog. I've got big plans, you know. I think though, like because I never want to rob anyone. Like the reason I even perform hard is because I know that everyone just traveled from home. And everyone came here to like give me their time, so I have to give them my best. I can't just like act fresh on everybody on stage and you know, I can't do that. So even with the merch or whether it's shows or anything like that, like when we are curating, when it's we the Pundu and it's us curating the thing, like we want to give you more value than money. That's why I haven't charged. That's why I haven't done all of these things. Like it's like giving real value, that giving someone something that they can actually take with home and not just that was a good night.
Yeah, the full experience. And let me tell you, we've watched you multiple times, you know, from the Umi sessions with Feel Good to the listening session, you know, last year with you had the car out and everything, the creativity, what you guys are doing is amazing.
Thank you.
You know, you're a true inspiration. We're wishing you best and more for the future. And when you do come out charging, when you're on tour, we're going to pay. You
like because I'm giving you so much value. I'm giving you, like I haven't made you pay in 5 albums. And even with streaming, it's like I know I stream. I'm a show man. You know, like I haven't. I really haven't. So like, but again, it's for that thing. I want you to be proud of me when you like, yo, shit, really, Muzi really got the nice stuff. Or yo, this vinyl is different. Oh, this Zeno vinyl is blue, or whatever it is, just so that it has real value. And I'm not just trying to make bank.
No, I love it. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know, hoping the best for everything you do. More wishes, more blessings.
Thank you.
Just keep on rocking, man. Big fan and wishing you the best.
Thank you, man. I hope my lips don't look dry in this.